Hey guys, what the fuck are you fucking puff? Yeah, I'm in the middle of listening to all these things, and for next week, and no, I'm not releasing something early. This is sometimes I just unfortunately have to do these. The When you hear something so fucking abhorrent, you have to detail every fucked up thing that you possibly can, and a couple months ago, I was excited that we were getting a new release, and although the song is not the best and something I really would have liked to have seen from them, it was decent. Okay, so not everybody can hit it off on every single one. The next song will be good. I see it was released yesterday, and I was like, yay! And I even let it go through the stupid suggestions before it got to the fourth one. And I listened to this, and I was half paying attention at first, and I stopped it halfway through because it was disgusting. I wanted to puke what I was actually thought I was hearing. I was like, maybe my ears heard this wrong. So I stopped everything else I did and stopped this. I literally got the remote for my freaking Fire Stick, and I'm hitting it on my Spotify, and I'm hitting play. And I'm pausing like every 5, 6 seconds, 30 seconds in between, depending on each one. Let's put it this way. I decided to share a cigarette and a protein shake with y'all called Salted Caramel. That's how salty I've been thinking about this overnight before I freaking decided to finally do it. It's that bad. It's that bad. And I'm ashamed that it's this band. And I'm ashamed I have to do it for this band. And, my God. A couple friends of mine said that it should be called Into Frank Munster is what the name of the song should be called. I've heard that from another person I played some of it for. Please stop playing that. We don't want to hear that from this band. We don't think that's what we should remember them by. It's 2023. We've waited so long for a new freaking Avenged Sevenfold album, and that is the comments I'm getting. Into Frank Munster. And you called the song We Love You. I'm ripping in a new one. We're getting salty. It's called Salty Episode 1. Stuff that is so bad. Salty Episode 1. I might not even do top 10s anymore. Salty Episode 1 is starting now. We ain't gonna have to worry about the copyright trolls suck I hate them. Gotta keep going, gotta keep playing them, because there's gonna be so many times I pause this song that y'all not even gonna understand what's going on. Let me get my mouse to fucking work. What the fuck going on here? There we go. All right. And it doesn't like my pants. Yeah, it doesn't like my pants that much. All right. I had to get high before I did this. I couldn't even get high with y'all. That's how salty I had to get. And then I had to pull off the salted caramel, which doesn't taste that bad, but I still had to get salty. Let's hope we have some of it up so we can hear this disgustingness. Starting off the song, you're going to hear about 4 seconds of punk drumming, and I'm going to pause it. And I'm going to start ripping into every single thing that you can think of when you hear these things. So we've got... Start off punk drumming. Well, we ain't starting off right now because my idiot ass left it on frickin' that thing, and I have to connect to my this web browser. Yeah, get off of the frickin' Fire Stick. Leave me alone. Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to frickin' finish deducing it from there. It just was like horrible. Come on, what are we doing here? Why aren't we playing? Refresh this shit for me now. This thing's being that much of a bitch. Being a bitch to me right now. It was being a bitch to me. Okay, we're gonna go back and we're gonna start it off and show you the punk drumming to start off with. We have to have this up just so you hear the abomination. This is a 6-minute song. It's going to take freaking 30 minutes to deduce this abomination. Here you go. And now it's going to be some high-pitched harmony singing with no cohesive start or rhyme or reason to this singing. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit more on that. Now we're going into some like trippy jazz something. It's going to stop right around here. Just stop dead in the middle of the track with this weird, trippy jazz freaking disgustingness. I love jazz. That was not some good jazz. That was some terrible jazz. Don't play jazz again, Avenged Sevenfold. You don't deserve playing this. And it's going to stop, and it's going to go into a bass line, a punk bass line, with like some light drums. But Dave Mustaine style? Like, who are you trying to be? Dave Mustaine, really? This is Megadeth, right? But mega crap. Money, taste, sex, pills, skin, chills, build tall, build higher, build far, build. In about 3 seconds, you're going to hear some weird background noises. It sounds like a bunch of planes lifting off for 6 seconds in the middle of it. And then it's going to go into some weird actual Avenged Sevenfold technical guitars at 1 minute and 6 seconds. We're at 57 seconds right at the moment on the play of it. Play take off. Okay, Avenged Sevenfold exists. Hardcore. What is with this spacey shit? There's 12 seconds of this, like, you have 30 seconds of 90s hardcore into this 12 seconds of spacey something or another. I don't know what the fuck to call it. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't do, and then it's going to stop again. And it's going to have like a 2-second break, and we're going to go into Dave Mustaine again. I'll pause right around that time too. That was completely that whole, like, we got like an idea of a scream to it, and it was like, okay, and then we went to a spacey thing that like kind of just build up to more Dave Mustaine. Come on, man. It keeps going this. This is annoying and stuff like that. I have to pause it just to freaking avoid the copyright side. But this is really getting annoying. It gets just like more. I don't want to hear more. I just want to hear him actually sing actual lyrics and not some bullshit in between here. And at 2 minutes and 3 seconds, I'm going to pause because that's going to be some weird talk about that. I have no clue what's going to go on for like a few seconds. Or I don't know. Here we go. More of this annoying Dave Mustaine, and then we're going to see the 203 stop. Airplanes again. All right. It says this lull and that stop again, where it's like thematic type thing they're going to do and stuff like that. And then we're going to hear what I never thought I'd hear in an Avenged Sevenfold song. And I'm already setting that for the trippy jazz and the Dave Mustaine shit and the freaking airplane liftoffs and the punk shit and all that other stuff and the spacey shit and the 90s hardcore 3-second shit. But now we're going to have 2000s dance trance. Look at the way little space age trip, a little like in the background, like sample and stuff like that. And now we're going to have some post-hardcore somehow. Okay, that was awesome. Next part's actually beautiful. Perfect fit for a freaking Avenged Sevenfold song. A speed metal solo, but it's speed metal instead of like their brand of metal, so it's kind of weird. And it has some dips and trips. Why'd you do the don't right? Like the don't that bass and drum line in the middle of that freaking thing made no sense. Like just don't. Nothing would have been better. See that again. And here we go again. But here comes Dave Mustaine again. But he's going to sing it like Ministry. And that's even creepier and weirder. Like Ministry style playing.
Sex, more pills, more skin, more chills, more wants, more needs, more hits, more pain, more speed.
I have to do that for copyright bullshit because copyright trolls suck and I hate them. Gotta keep going and gotta unfortunately keep playing this. 352 will give you another pause real quick before we go.
More drive, more self, more time, build tall, build higher, build more, build lighter, build gear, build down, build up, build now, build up.
Now it's like a repeater dubstep dance hall is going to factor in for a little bit. And then at like 355 in about 7 seconds, Avenged Sevenfold is going to come back again. Copyright trolls suck and I hate them. Gotta keep going and gotta keep playing them. We coming up to a weird freaking pause in a couple seconds anyway. In a few seconds, it's gonna like break back down like it's moving into the jazz thing again, and then all of a sudden it's going to sound like country acoustic guitar shit. And it's just like, I understand they like to play them, but it doesn't make sense into this spot. And then there's another spot where it's going to be, I'm bringing out the rest of the salty. I still saved a sip of the salty for that.
And we love you.
Just give it a copyright pause real quick. Okay, you hear a little bit of a acoustic solo, and then all of a sudden, what I think sounds like a hurdy-gurdy and pedal steel guitar duo, which, okay. Yeah. hard pause for copyright shit because this just keeps going for some odd reason. Yeah, there's another copyright troll shit right there. Hold on, I'll keep going. It keeps. Spacey hurdy-gurdy's pedal steel shit. Another copyright hold pause. I'm sorry, there's a bunch of them in this thing because this was like a minute long of this weird ass shit and or more, a minute and a half of this weird ass shit I think we're at like right now, so. And somewhere around here it's gonna sound like there's a flamenco guitar in here too, and then there's gonna be like this long silence that makes no sense at the end of it. So yeah, we have officially tortured every inch of this fucking song. I've heard people call it an abomination. I've heard people say, did they attempt to put the worst parts of every single type of rock music into one song? And then they heard the country part and they were confused at that point too. And they were also confused about the 2000s dance. I'm sorry, but an Avenged Sevenfold song should not have punk drumming, high-pitched harmony singing without cohesiveness, trippy jazz something or another, two different multiple weird stops in the middle of the song that don't make sense, a punk bass line with some light, like, hip-hop drums almost in a way, followed by thrashing guitars with a mega crap freaking like Megadeth, but making it mega crap freaking Dave Mustaine sounding and stuff like that. Like, seriously, what do you think of? Weird areas where it sounds like there's airplane liftoffs in the middle of the song that don't make any sense where they are. Some awesome technical guitar parts and stuff like that, and some images of what Avenged Sevenfold is, but not enough of it. 3 seconds of a screamo freaking 90s hardcore, and then a little bit of freaking post-hardcore. But you got 2000s dance trance. You've got multiple versions of Dave Mustaine. You've got some Dave Mustaine sounding Ministry stuff with Ministry style technical playing and stuff that only I could decide of. It's like an homage to freaking Ministry, 9 Inch Nails, and Rammstein at the same time. Like, all three of them played at the same time over the same track is what it kind of sounds like to me, with Ministry and Megadeth thrown on top, which sounds like it's a wonderful idea. Wonderful that you managed to do that, but it didn't sound good. Then you got some dubstep repeater dancehall shit going on in here. You've got hurdy-gurdies, you got pedal steel guitars, you got country acoustic music, flamenco, and some weird-ass long silence that just was like, okay, at least we got like 12, 13 seconds of rest at the end of this song just so we didn't have to hear the rest of that. Please, please, if you ever do this again, don't alert us. Just throw this. This should have been on your B-sides after 30 years of freaking making music. This is not the direction to go. I don't rag on people, but that is terrible. This is the first episode of Salted Caramel, because we gotta get salty. What the fuckity fucking puff? Peace don't be with you now.